What is going on?
How's it going,
Howdy,
everybody?
howdy, doody.
Wonder who's gonna be first today.
Uh huh.
Wonder who's gonna be first. Hey, it's I Fix Shit. It's Dan.
Shit, I
How
didn't
you
even
doing,
make it over to
bro?
the chat screen fast enough to see who was there.
What's up, Jeff Poole? How you doing, buddy?
Pulley, holy moly.
Pooly pooly.
See our little pumpkin background. Another beautiful night in FPV land. How you doing, Mr. Dan?
Meh. That's a cool background. I like it.
Yeah, they had a couple of Halloween designs. They got one with a haunted house, and then kind of a creepy underwater scene. They do have some zombies.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
They got some active backgrounds that move around on us.
Activewear. Activewear.
Uh, I was going to talk a little bit about multi GP champs. They had that going this week. That's Mr. Frank Gordon on Facebook. There, how's it going?
What's
What's
up,
up,
Frank?
Frank?
Dude, your Predator costume is deadly epic.
That was awesome. It was badass.
Dude. Just fucking insane. For those who haven't seen it, check out Frank Gordon's page.
I'm what? A based what? I'm based
You're
as
based as fuck. Based in your voice, your sound.
Oh. Yeah, my voice. I have a deep voice. That's part of the reason I don't sing karaoke. I haven't quite
Baby, it's
found a
cold
sound that suits my
outside.
voice. Oh, cool. Frank's got a news interview in the morning.
Oh, nice. Are you on the news for your costume? Or are you just watching a news interview? He also runs Trifecta Handyman Services, for those that don't know.
I think for a while he was doing some like underwater hull inspections and stuff as well, wasn't
Yeah, he does a tons of stuff out there. I'm echoing, apparently, Matt.
You are echoing. That's weird.
I don't have anything else on playing the stream.
I've got like noise cancellation and all that stuff turned on, so I shouldn't be picking you up. Saw a reply of mine to a CEO. Oh dear.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
How dare you?
I know. Was that the uh, was that the post that Ciotti put out there, and somebody responded to him about the picture, uh, and scolding him?
Dude, I haven't heard much from Ciotti in a while.
Well, Ciotti basically the guy kind of scolded him for making a right wing post or something like that, and I just kind of replied to him. I don't know if that's what Athex is talking about, but
I don't
okay.
know.
Yeah,
I don't foresee Ciotti putting up a right wing post, though. To be honest,
well, no, it wasn't. It was a freaking America's fucking hurting post. It wasn't right wing or left wing. It was pretty much saying that people are freaking
Yeah.
living paycheck to paycheck and shit like that. And then,
Oh yeah.
that's all we need is we're basically, oh yeah, I'm happy to finance 2 or 3 more wars if you want, kind of sarcastically. But yeah, I did a response. It wasn't a terrible response. I don't know.
Good enough to get Athic's attention.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of typed what I thought everybody was kind of feeling. Everybody's already hurting enough, and now we're going to send billions and billions of dollars to support how many wars? So, can't even keep ourselves straight. Anyhow, this is an FPV show, so.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about keeping ourselves straight, otherwise we'll end up on the trans topic.
So, wow. I mean, I've got no opinion on what people do with their own lives, so.
Exactly.
I mean.
But whether they're competing in professional sports and winning golds,
Well, I mean, that kind of stuff. Yeah, again, that's not an FPV topic, so.
I know. I'm sifting through Thingiverse right now. I have no agenda at the moment. I'm surprised I'm even verbally vocal at the moment. Oh, that's cool. Little retro TV stand. That's wicked.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried as much about the AI technology as I would be worried about the banks doing shady crap. I heard Chase.
Didn't you just bitch me out for not being an FPV topic?
Yeah. Well, I was just responding to what you typed. But yeah, I don't know if I trust anything anymore. It's all fractional banking, so the bank doesn't have to keep any of your money. And if you wanted to withdraw all of your money physically, you would have to put in a 30-day notice for the bank to be able to ship your money there. It's just like a silly situation.
Matt, I'm an AI. Nobody's ever seen me in real life. You've been dealing with an AI for 3 years.
Oh, come on. AI is not that advanced.
Nor am I.
I don't think AI would get scolded for eating his girlfriend's Pringles.
You never know. It depends on the best programming. It's all down to firmware, bro. Firmware updates is what it's all about.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's so this week, Min Chan Kim, your two-time multi GP champion.
Oh, I thought you were.
And I guess you could call him world champ. You could call him. I mean, he won the FAI race in Korea. He won IO. Or no, actually, I'm sorry. He didn't win IO. He didn't win championship at IO.
Didn't he win multi GP?
Huh?
Didn't he win? Which one did he win? Was it
he won? He just won champs this past weekend, and this is the second year in a row he won champs.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's the 2022 champ and the 2023 champ.
Nice.
He dropped 2 19-second laps and a 20-second lap on the freaking final race.
Nice.
On that damn track. My best time was a 49 so far. I'm still working to improve that, but yeah. So yeah, those straight up freaking robot.
Dude, I wonder how many drones he goes through per day.
To be honest, I don't see him crash much.
Well, but he's got to do practice flights.
Yeah, but I don't see him crash much.
He's not like a savant, you know.
No, but I don't see him crash much. I mean, you're talking about when I was at IO, the last day of IO, they had the global qualifier set up. He walked up, never having flown the global qualifier or anything. His first pack, his warm-up pack, he set top qualifier. Now, everybody else had been running this track all year. He comes in on his warm-up pack and sets top qualifier.
Yeah.
And then proceeds to shave 4 more seconds off each lap.
Yeah,
So
Minchan's a monster, man.
yeah, he won FAI. Hey, props off. What's going on? Yeah, he won
What's
FAI
up, Peter?
champs. The individual race. He's a robot, man. He is insane. Um, and the cool part about it to me is that everybody behind him is so close that the podium always changes underneath him. Like at uh, I, like this year we had a guy who'd never podiumed before at all, took second.
Yeah.
Um, Drobot racer. Uh, and then Proximo, I think it was, took third. So uh, insane freaking racing, guys. If you guys wanted to go back and look at some of that, all of the streams of each uh, letter mained bracket, E main through A main, are all live on Multi GP's YouTube page. If you search Multi GP, it'll be there. And all of them are there. You can skip ahead, scan through it. I was trying to I actually started watching them late, and I scanned through, just watched the races and skipped through the old Scully chit chats.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to. Here we go. It's actually it's up multi. It's under multi GP1. I just dropped the link in the chat there. That's the link to the multi GP YouTube page. All of their IO streams are there. All of the champ streams are there. I believe the winter race that comes up in April, I believe it is, in Wisconsin or something like that, March or April,
Yeah.
or the one they do at the hockey rink up north. That one's on there. So a lot of the big events will be posted on that page, so you might want to bookmark that.
Man, don't you hate it when you go on
Hey,
Thingiverse looking for like a pretty...
J-Box hit number 9 in the world.
Nice.
So I thought that was pretty incredible.
Go J-Box, Team Gank.
Well, he's team. I think he's. I don't know. I don't even know who he races for, but
Isn't J-Box yours?
no, Joe Cool.
Oh yeah, Joe Cool. Sorry, I thought.
Yeah, and he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Let me see news. I don't know if they have the results up yet. There we go. So let me see here.
Are there any races coming up soon?
December 2nd, we've got the Texas Winter Nationals.
Oh, nice.
Here in Temple.
And did Josh ever get in touch with Neil? Do you know?
I don't know.
Gotcha. I was trying to think of who else was out in Houston. I was like, God damn, that's a tough one.
Oh, I know a ton of people that are out in Houston.
Just not of that milieu.
No, it's what the hell? C main, top 4 A main. That's not right. That's E bracket. want the E bracket though. That's B. D takes you to C. So the A main is actually showing the E main. Is the E main going to show the A main? No, that's showing E. What the heck? Yeah, for some reason the link for A goes to E. I can't even show you the stupid. Is it going to show the bracket? That's the E bracket. Ah, the A main bracket's not popping up. Everything but A main.
Maybe they're not finished with it for some reason.
Let me get rid of this chat overlay so we can actually see what the hell I'm sharing. Yeah, that's a shame they didn't have the. Yeah, brackets for everything but the A main. But anyway, you guys can go check that out. But yeah, Texas Winter Nationals is coming up. Let me see if I can find that real quick. So Hobby Wing Texas Texas Nationals, $1,000 cash prize. This is in Temple, Texas, about an hour north of where I am.
Yeah, don't you go to Temple for races a lot?
I used to. I haven't been much lately. Like I've been terrible. Been too broke, afraid to break stuff.
Gotcha. So I've got new filament that just came in from my sponsor that I'm going to mention, and that stuff, it's a two-color iridescent, so, or like pearlescent. So like one angle you'll see blue, the other angle you'll see purple, sort of thing. And it's more light-based as opposed to directionality of the nozzle like the other one, and it's filled with glitter. Has not chewed through a nozzle like most of the like wood-filled PLAs or the other ones that I've tried. And I did a 4-day planter pot print that used literally an entire roll and a bit. So it works. It works pretty good. It hasn't burned out any nozzles yet or anything, and it's got a pretty good finish to it. I'm printing a few things with it right now, but yeah. So guys, check that out on Amazon. Lovoon, Lovoon. Look up that on Amazon, and their printer filament will come up. Any of the PLAs, my discount code will work for, but it is not active at the moment due to the fact that Amazon currently is running a 50% off sale anyway. So they're not able to combine both 50% coupons. So yeah. But in the next couple of weeks, that sale will be over and my code will be active again for those who need cheap filament. But otherwise, you can get it for like 10 or 12 bucks anyway on Amazon right now. Anyway, so.
Freaking apple cider season, man. It's my favorite time of year. Everybody gets excited for pumpkin spice. I get excited for apple cider showing up at the stores.
Dude, yeah, apple cider is delicious.
I mean, back in Virginia, we could get it all any time of the year. We literally had the country store that was closest to our neighborhood owned a cider mill. They also did a bunch of like donuts and pies and shit like that. But so we had a cider mill right behind us. They had a
Nice.
bunch of apple orchards and all that, so we could get apple cider whenever we wanted.
There was when I was living in Minnesota, there was a spot up in northern Minnesota, a little town called Nisswa, and it had a little cider mill, I guess it was, or a little apple orchard going there. And my God, dude, I don't know whether it was like more nutmeg than usual or something, but the apple cider they had, I've never had anything in comparison.
If any company is putting anything into apple cider except apples, they're doing it wrong. Nothing goes into apple cider but apples.
Well, I mean for the spicing, the spiced cider.
Oh, when you're doing warm spiced apple cider.
Yeah, the spiced cider.
Okay.
But yeah, they did like cloves and nutmeg and all that stuff in it, and it was so fucking good.
Yeah, there's usually we used to buy spice packets and we'd put it in one of those big coffee pot warmers.
Oh yeah, I used to do that,
hot
dude.
cider.
We used to take those camping because they came in the little single powder packets. I remember those.
Well, they used to have they'd have the kitty one out in the up near the food, and they would have the adult one in near the kitchen or near the drinks.
Dude, when I was on like my 3 to 4 month backcountry treks and shit, I would be like that. We'd bring those along and a bunch of the powdered instant coffee and shit. And there were some nights where we'd just build a fire, boil some water, and just drink apple cider all night. It was fucking amazing.
They had I bought some of those instant. It's supposed to be freeze dried apple cider.
Nice.
And it's in a packet, and you just dump it into water. And
yeah,
those
that's pretty much what I had.
Yeah, those are not bad.
And that was the thing. We'd go up there, and it was pretty much when you have like boiled camping water and shit. It was pretty much like fresh apple cider, and it was like, this is awesome. But
yeah, normally I just drink cold apple cider straight out of the fridge. I don't put any kind of spices or anything in it.
Oh yeah.
I just appreciate the flavors of it. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those flavors that takes me back too. Cause I mean, I don't know. I remember being 7 or 8 years old and my mom hauling 4 kids to the apple orchard that was, a couple miles from our house. And we'd go out and pick bushels of apples and she'd pick up a couple, we get to watch them press apple cider. And then we'd get, a gallon of fresh pressed apple cider, and then anybody that bought apple cider from their store got a free donut, and they had a little donut conveyor belt machine that was making the donuts for them and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's one of those memories I had as a kid. So, but I mean, even if I didn't have that memory, the flavor is freaking pretty badass. So. But yeah, I got to watch. Spent some time watching the MotoGP sport class and the pro class races this weekend, which is pretty cool. I was a little bummed I couldn't be there, but one of these years I'll make it. Looks like I might have to travel to Europe for work, or at least to Ireland. Might stick around there for a little while. I had a friend.
How long you got to be out there, by the way?
What's that?
How long you got to be out there?
Right now, they're looking at just a 2-week class.
Okay. Are you planning on bringing any drones? Because there's a couple of pilots out there Where are you gonna be? Are you gonna be in
Well, so here's the thing. So what I'm thinking about doing
like
is
Cork area
so
or something?
my friend Ash, she's from down here, but she moved to Switzerland just recently. She said, "When let me know when I'm in Ireland, and she'll come visit me in Ireland because I guess tickets from Geneva to Ireland are freaking super cheap." Um, and then I told her I've got like freaking a month of vacation. Actually, I've got almost 2 months of vacation on the books, but I've got 1 month that I'm supposed to take by next September. And I was thinking about if seeing if my boss will let me split it up, and I'll take 2 weeks of it after, like immediate starting my vacation immediately after my class, and just vacation in Europe and delay my flight back. So my company pays for my ticket to Europe and back from Europe, but I
Well,
pay
dude,
for
if
all the
you
travel
do,
around there.
keep me posted because, as you know, I have a lot of friends in the European Union areas, including Britain, Ireland, Scotland, everywhere.
Well, I definitely want to go, and I think Switzerland is definitely one of the areas I want to stop at. Just because she's just outside of Geneva and it's pretty beautiful. Yeah, I saw that props off. Uh, yeah, and the bracket button doesn't work for A main either. It was a little disappointing. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to bring at least one, maybe two drones with me, um, just to be able to do a little mountain surfing. So I'll probably bring the Mutiny HD V2, and then maybe Nemesis Micro in
Yeah,
case.
that would be a good plan because I know Sean Connors is out there, but the question is, whereabouts are you going to be? Are you going to be in like Cork, Limerick, Dublin, like where?
Kildare specifically.
Oh, okay, all
So
right,
the Intel has a factory there,
nice,
so I'll be going to train some of their employees.
okay. That's too not too far from a few people I know.
Yeah, so there's Kildare, and if I'm lucky, I might be able to find an abandoned castle nearby that to get a rip in.
If you're lucky, dude, there's around Kildare alone. I bet you'll find about 72.
So we'll see.
Ireland and Scotland have the
I
most castles per capita.
the cool part is the company pays for my luggage and my flight. So if I pack, if I want to pack extra stuff in my big old, I mean, I've got a huge hard case bag.
Nice.
So, and then probably the drone bag.
That's the thing, man. I'm saying, like, if you do go to Ireland, definitely give me a shout because I've hiked all through Ireland and Scotland and like Isle of Man, Isle of Skye, all those spots. So, and I know a bunch of FPV folks out there. If you go to Switzerland, I do know one or two out there in terms of FPV, but I would suggest going to Wilderswil, Lauterbrunnen, and Inverness.
Well, I'm probably going to be, because Ash is from Europe. I'm probably just going to be tagging along with some. I mean, she knows the kind of architecture and stuff that I want to go see, and she knows the areas that I want to go see.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I hiked from Wilderswil to Lauterbrunnen just to start my big long trek. And it, even though there was not much architecture, it was the most beautiful mountain scenery I've ever seen. And I fucking was a rescue medic in the fucking Rockies, for fuck's sake. Like, it was just gorgeous, dude. Like, I could not get over the Swiss Alps.
what's up, Ben? How you doing?
Who we got?
Ben crashing in the stream.
What's up, Ben? How you doing, bro? I haven't seen you pop up for a while.
Night Train popped in as well. What's up, Night Train? But yeah, it's I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I've been wanting to go to Europe so much for architecture. Like the FPV thing is a second thought. It's like, yeah, I'm going to bring a couple of things just in case I see something. fly. But
I'd say bring like a Nemesis Micro or something that has somewhat HD recording capabilities, and just do some Vista shots for fuck's sake. Like no need to do FPV style shit, but you can. But there's so many castles, so many like coastal vistas that you'll see that you'll just be like, man, I want to fucking fly that cliff. So if
so,
you
and
have
we
something
also talked
small,
about they've got the 1 and 2 month Eurorail passes. Maybe picking up one of those and taking the Eurorail around to some places.
that's a very good plan too. That's how I got around most of Europe, was just cheapo train tickets.
So my understanding is the trains are freaking really comfortable and they drive through some amazing scenery
Oh
and stuff
yeah. Well,
just themselves. So uh,
here we're not used to trains anymore. That's the big weird difference between America
well,
and
to me, if I take a plane from place to place, I'll get there earlier, but I'll end up staying the night at a hotel. Whereas if I
yeah.
take a train someplace, I fall asleep on the train, wake up in the freaking next spot.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's not normalized here. See, if you're like, I'm taking a train to California, people are like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I wonder if Europe will honor my carry concealed weapons permit.
No, they will not.
I know they don't. That was a joke, but
Especially Switzerland.
to be honest, all Switzerland people are forced to have guns. Every home has a rifle
Yeah,
in Switzerland.
those are long guns. They have very, very specific laws against.
No, they're actually. I was just talking to Ash about this last night, or not
Oh,
last night. I
okay.
saw her Friday night. Sorry, but yeah, all Swiss citizens have to do 2 years in the military, and they get to take their military rifle home. It is the military issue rifle that they get to take home and are allowed to keep.
Nice.
All citizens are part of a militia in Switzerland. So
Technically, yeah.
they're all
They,
reservists. They're all get to keep their military weapons.
yeah. When I was there, the dude that I was talking to, he said the same similar thing. Like they all serve at least a year or two or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
2 years.
but he didn't tell me it was his military gun, but he said it was specifically long guns like rifles
Well,
that they
most
were that
military
they.
guns are rifles. It's like it's not until you get into special forces that you see short guns.
Oh, I know, and that's the thing. Like I think the law specifically was no handguns for a while, but they could have changed. Like I haven't been there in fucking 8 years. Like I don't have
But
any
either
knowledge
way, I'm
of
not
what
silly enough
changed.
to try to bring one of my rifles, even if I was going over there to do hunting or anything like that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go to Europe to do hunting anyway. I'd go to like
no,
somewhere here in America.
dude, like Hawaii and get some of that venison or some shit.
Go to Michigan and get some venison.
Go anywhere and get some fucking venison. I got venison in my fucking yard.
I mean Virginia's great. To be honest, their deer are also delicious.
Dude, we
But
saw a 6 point buck going across my fucking street, like in my driveway today.
yeah, Texas, a lot of the deer down here, or at least in the area of Texas that I'm at, have to live on shrubs and real like bitter desert plants. So they're gamey and they're small.
Yeah.
Meat relative, meat weight to deer. Like 2x, like literally we would get twice as much meat from deer in Michigan and
Oh,
Virginia
yeah.
as we would get down here.
Dude, how do you think I felt? I was used to Colorado.
Yeah. Well,
Dude,
Michigan's
they
awesome
had
because
some beefy fucking animals in Colorado. Holy shit.
Michigan's awesome because almost was it like 46% or something of Michigan is either a state or national forests.
Yeah.
It's a huge peninsula, so the deer don't have anywhere to go but Indiana and Ohio, and Indiana smells, so they don't want to go that way. But
Well,
it
the
just
ones
ends up
that are
we end
trapped
up
up on the UP are stuck there.
yeah, they just end up being very large, having a lot of room to graze, a lot of room to run around and sow their wild oats per se.
Yepers.
But I've seen freaking deer in Michigan with necks bigger than the chests of deers down here. But yeah, it's like if people down here talk about field clean it and toss it over my shoulder and hike back out. It's like, you're not hiking out in freaking woods with the damn with the Michigan deer even field dressed.
Right.
It's a hike though. Most of the time we uh, hiked it to a clearing and then grabbed a four wheeler or something to bring it back, or we put it up on a stick and we carried it between two hunters. But
Wow,
watching
there's
football,
nothing.
it is football season, isn't it? Yeah, see, I stopped watching football. I've been seeing a lot of bullshit going on with football lately that makes me not want to watch. So, a lot of really bad ref calls. A lot of that. A lot of those TikTok videos and Facebook videos going around about the NFL being scripted and stuff like that. So, but I mean, because I'm in Texas and I'm a Detroit fan, I don't get to see a lot of Detroit games anyway, and I'm too cheap to pay $200 to watch Detroit play
Right.
for that NFL season ticket.
By the way, did you see what I posted? An optimized drone with the Neutron RC's new.
The 8-1 ESC.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw
not an
that.
ESC. That's an AIO, bro.
They lost me at AIO.
I don't know, bro. It looks
I mean, it's
dude,
cool, sure, but just I
dude.
mean,
The octo that they've got it on looks like it's like a 4 or 5 inch.
the thing that scares me about AIOs, and this is the same thing that scares me about
Yeah, if
I
one
mean,
thing
how
breaks,
many
you're
quads
out
have
the
you
whole
had
board,
where either the ESC or the FC has had some problems?
right?
The
Exactly.
problem with the AIO is any problem with any portion of that system that doesn't have a redundant section on it. Like if you lose a TXRX port and you have a redundant one, that's fine. But if you lose an ESC port, that would be great for using maybe for a hex, and then you've got two extras in case one screws up. But I mean, if you lose your OSD chip, if you lose your RX, if you lose a freaking power regulator, I
Well,
mean
dude,
that's
it's
a
running.
lot for
It
81.
looks like it's a 3-inch octo that it's running, and it's only like 28 amps or something like that. So it's mainly for micros and X8s. So what I was thinking is we might want to try one of these with one of the Mistress Helens, because that would be the perfect amount of amperage.
I'd have okay.
And the AIO would make it simple, because Mistress Helen has what, 6 fucking boards in it right now, like maybe even 7, like including the VTX, the 2 ESCs, the flight controller, the camera, DVR, all that shit. Like, so this is useful because it looks micro. Like it's a whoop board size, but it looks as though it could be convenient and easy. Granted, my experience with AIOs are similar to yours. They are like the JHE MCU one. That one was junk. Like the 5-volt went on it, and then something else went on it, and it was just unusable. So I get that, but if the price point is not equal to like the full stack version, then I would totally go for it just to save that little extra bit, because the chances of it working enough for what you need are pretty high. But there's always a chance that something will go wrong, you know? It looks cool as fuck though, dude.
I
Here,
mean,
let me
all I can see is the two pictures that you shared. I'm trying to find any links for it to find any information, and I can't find any.
who has it? Who has it? Newbie Drone has Neutron RC.
I mean, it looks to be on a 30 by 30 platform,
It's
or at
it's a
least a
whoop. It's a
whoop
whoop
board.
board.
Yeah, the 26.5 by
Yeah.
26.5. So that's here. Let me share the screen so you guys see what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what I was
Damn
trying
sure
to pull up. Can you zoom in on that second picture with the props? Can you
No,
zoom
it's
in
not
at
gonna.
all?
No,
No.
it's not gonna let me. Oh, maybe.
Wait,
There we go.
there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's as far as it lets me zoom in. Uh,
Guys, I will say I've tested a lot of boards, a lot of companies. I've tested different IOs or AIOs. I was a tester for the Zeus F7s. I was a tester for a bunch of the F4s.
I mean,
I
if that's
know.
a whoop stack mount, then it would definitely be good for the Nemesis Micro
Oh,
X8.
100%, and that's what I'm thinking. But I've tried Neutron RC like
25.2, freaking assholes.
what?
25.2.
Yeah.
Everything else is 25.5 to 26.5. So they went and throw it. So
I
they're
think well, they're probably talking the internal dimensions of the most internal spots of the hole.
let me
Because
see if I
that
can.
hole will probably be about 0.4 millimeters wide anyway, right? Like they would not make it proprietary like that. They have to be doing weird dimensions somehow.
Yeah, I'm looking on Newbie Drone to see if they've got anything right now.
Let's check Neutron's Facebook page because they've got.
I clicked on the link and they've got nothing.
Oh, okay. Here, let me pull up. Because I've bought a bunch of Neutron stuff, mostly through Newbie Drone and Weebleed and stuff. But let me see.
I don't like Newbie Drone's site. Parts. Where are we at? Drones. Parts. They don't even have Neutron listed as one of their vendors in the sort function.
Not anymore. Oh, yeah, here we go. newbiedrone.com/product/NeutronRC.
Freaking a-holes.
Their 8S 4-in-1 ESC, the 70 amp one, is apparently fucking amazing, by the way, the Beast class. I've heard a few people that have bought that and have been very pleased with its performance. And then they also, guys, have a D-Shot 1200 8-in-1 50 amp. But that's a normal 30 by 30.
They've got an ELRS 2.4 gigahertz AIO F411 1S5 amp for whoops as well. That's the cross one. Yeah, they've got them here on Newbie Drone, but like I said, Newbie Drone, they've got the check boxes off on the side where you can sort. They don't have Neutron RC listed as a vendor, a sortable vendor.
Huh.
So I'm having to go page by page through all their shit trying to find them.
Probably because Dalton left them high and dry.
Yeah, there's a Neutron X Class 12S 50 amp 4-in-1.
Then there's the standard AIO that they do is the 45 amp 2 to 6S. And it's apparently really good as well. I cannot find the AIO, so it must
it's kind of rude for me to be browsing where y'all can't see.
Nah, I'm doing it too.
So there's another Beast Class 8S 70 amp from Neutron.
Dude, their H743 looks fucking amazing.
There we go. So if you click on the name Neutron RC, it does open up a Neutron RC product page.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's their F-35 Mini. Yo. They've got an H7.
Yeah, the H743. All right, I'm probably
So
gonna call it about.
they've got an X class 8-in-1.
Yeah, that's for Octo Cinewhoops. The because a
No,
lot of
this is
these
not a
people
Whoop.
have been doing the coaxial Octos.
This is the X class Lightning, they call it.
What ring? Hearing what ring? Props off is hearing a ring of some sort.
Oh, the Ring doorbell. I had my doorbell went off a minute ago.
Oh,
I've got my phone sitting next to me on my desk.
I'm probably gonna call it in about 10 minutes. Just saying.
Again, with the AIO though,
Yeah, I agree.
that's just the ESC, so that's not terrible. And it's got two separate outputs, which is weird. But yeah, they didn't have the Whoop one there yet. That must be something new that. So here's the flight controller that goes with that 8-in-1, where it's got the two inputs for your ESC1 and ESC2.
Is that the H743?
H7BT.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, it's got Bluetooth, built-in Bluetooth. That's why. Uh, 512 meg black box on board too. That's nice.
Yeah, Neutron's got some really nice stuff, guys. So if you do have a chance to get it, check it out. We are not affiliated with them in any way. I just really like their products. I've used a few of them. I use their 5 amp Whoop board for my 1S racing stuff, and it's never let me down like most of the beta FPV shit has. Like, and I've used some of the other Neutron products, and they're pretty decent. Like,
I mean, they've got.
the 1S Whoop board right there is fucking brilliant. Anybody who can buy that, go buy it, because Whoop boards are back and forth, like whether they're in stock or not ever. And when we need them the most, we can never find the ones we want. So if you want to try Neutron, try it with that board first, because this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, they've got that for $45 for a Whoop board with built-in ELRS. It's pretty decent.
Props off. No, I do not have any more of the old Mamba motors. I kind of wish I did, because they're wicked motors. I'm glad they're working. I do know that you can get them individually from RDQ. I'm not sure who else would carry the Diatone, the old style Diatone 1408s, because those were like Emax red bottom days. So, but yeah, I would check with them, and maybe even RMRC or Buddy RC might have some too. any of the Horizon hobby or like based companies, check for, because I think Horizon might have a way to get them too. Because Diatone's kind of, yeah. But yeah, I personally do not have any more, unfortunately. But yeah, all right. Well, any any news on the drone front? Anything happening, guys? Anything going on?
I'm about to start a promo here. Any of the if you buy a Mutiny frame, you're going to get one of the Mutiny lock plates, the aluminum lock plates, free.
Oh, nice.
I've been selling those separate for $15. I'm going to throw them in for free on any of the Mutiny V2.
Nice.
Not the HD V2, but the Mutiny V2 frames.
Hey, Robbie, if you're still in the chat or still watching, I've switched up and given you the Nemesis HD, as you know. So,
Nice.
yep. So I still gotta solder that up and put a new
Yeah,
VTX.
I'm gonna be reducing the price of the Skya frames by about, I don't know, $15 a piece, just to get rid of them because they haven't been selling. So I'd rather make $2 on them than $0 on zero sales. So
If I get some birthday money in a couple of days, then I'll have you put some aside for me.
all right, well, I've got plenty. I think I've got like 40 or 50 freaking Skya frames.
They're gonna go quick, man. Put at least 4 aside.
I've got plenty. I've got a my tax lady tells me I've got to get rid of some inventory.
I'll probably try the 3.5 inch this time, though.
Yeah, I'm about to go through all the drones again, make sure my inventory is all updated because I have to have that for end of the year for taxes anyway. So, but hopefully tax money, and hopefully I'll be able to do something here.
Even though we've only got a few people watching right now, if you're not subscribed to Props Off, go sub up to his channel. He's only 76 subs away from 5 grand, guys. Let's get him there. That's a flagship for YouTube.
Yeah, Props Off sent me the top 16 that they had posted from the Multi GP Facebook page. We had J Box's. Well, let's see. Hyper took 6th. Neukel 4th. Prop 6. Here, let me just share it instead of reading it to you guys. So there's your top 16. MCK, Drobot Racer, and Proximo 1, 2, and 3. Neukel 4, Propsicle 5th. Hyper 6th. Min J Kim 7th. Leviathan 8th. J Box 9th. Milkman 10th. Chryson FPV 11th. Wild Type 12th. Engineer 13th. Pinot 14th. Formula 15th. And Screecher. So yeah, I watched him this as much as I could this weekend as well. Fortunately, I was working from home this week, so it made it easy for me to watch some of the sports class and some of the qualifying stuff. So it's going to make my working from home boring this week. So not having anything to watch.
Don't worry, I'll send you random videos, and I'll just do like random vlogs and send them to you, just to bug you.
Thanks for sending that to me, Dan. Props off. Appreciate you.
All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night, man.
All right, yeah, we've been going for about an hour or so. So stuff like next week, guys. We'll have some videos lined up for you. I'm hunting for some underground whoop lead props so I can build my underground whoop lead whoop. I have the frame already. Dan already gave me shit because it's a Meteor 75 frame. I may have a Fractal 75 frame, which is also in there. And if I do have the Fractal 75 frame, I'll use that instead.
Use the Fractal.
It
It's
depends.
sturdier.
I mean,
it's sturdier and better.
It's heavier too, but we'll see.
You can lighten up the rest of the stuff, though. That's the thing.
Well, I can't because I've got to add crossfire on it. I've already got like a pinch cam, I think, that I can put on it and stuff like that.
See, that's going to be an issue in future racing, man, because crossfire does not have the option to have an integrated board. Whereas a lot of the newer protocols that are even faster than crossfire, like ELRS, has been taking over the market and integrating into the boards.
Yep.
So we may have to figure out a solution, because I've been noticing that specific problem affecting Whoop racers a lot, and most of them were diehard crossfire too. So I'm with you on that. We got to figure that one out, and that will
like I said,
add a few grams.
It's frustrating for me because I would have to buy a new piggyback module and have to have completely different setup for my whoops. You know.
Hey, is your Nirvana what you're using?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it take the micro module or the normal size module? Like is it the junior or is it the?
No, it's got space for a full size module on the back.
Yeah, I mean more in terms of the pin setup.
Like this. That's the pin connector there.
Oh, okay.
But I can put a bracket on it. It doesn't give a whole lot of space. That's what sucks. So if I put any module on it, I mean, I can wire any module because I've got the low profile, what do you call it, crossfire module on my other one. I have two of these. This is my sim controller. So I just no module on this one.
So I've got a spare. It's one of the JR modules, but the pin setup is the standard pin setup. So I'm wondering if this small profile would help, and this is ELRS. So I have a spare one I can send you if you want.
If you have a spare one and you don't mind me taking it apart, because I might take it apart to build a case for it or something that'll fit in my Nirvana a little better.
Yeah, this is the Slim Pro with the internal exhaust fan for overheating and shit.
But yeah, UWL spec class is what I was looking to build. Because I've got enough stuff to build a regular Whoop. But I kind of like the idea of the UWL class. And I was hoping that Dallas was going to start having them. And if Houston starts having some, and then if Mike and I start having some here in Austin.
Yeah.
Mike's got a warehouse that we could hold tiny Whoop races in. And I thought the UWL spec class might draw some people. But it could also be true that a non-spec race would draw more people too. So who knows? Get people showing up.
So yeah, I do have, Matt, as I said, I do have this module I can send to you to try. It's the Slim Pro with the internal fan and everything. But it does mount to things like the FR Sky X Lite, like the smaller ones like that. So it should mount to normal.
So if you guys go to undergroundwhoopleague.com, I just shared the link in the chat. This is all of the Underground Whoop League is drone race format that anyone can participate in. Every pilot has to build their own drones to meet certain specs. This is to make racing fair, close, spectator-friendly, and easy to join. Not about how good your drone is, how well you fly it. UWL also seeks to encourage pilots to be creative with their builds, use parts, paint, and 3D prints in ways that they don't have the freedom to with other formats. Use high-quality cameras. This makes racing more enjoyable for the pilots and the spectators. So if you click at the spec tab up top, these are all the official rules. They have approved motor list, approved frame list, how to set your RPM limiter, because it does require RPM limiting. And there are LEDs. You have to have, I think, 4 LEDs on it and facing in opposite directions. So 4 802 motors in an X4 configuration. Motors must be from one of the approved motors on the list. RPM limiter correctly configured in your quad. GemFam 1610 40 millimeter bi-blades. 75 mil frame from the approved list with no excessive modifications. LEDs on your build. All up weight must be between 40 and 45 grams, and 1S 450 milliamp hour battery, max voltage of 435. Must have a VTX.
Well, there goes my 4S75.
Right.
With the aluminum frame that definitely would not meet the spec.
A couple of other rules: must have a VTX with a 25 mil setting, which is pretty much any race anywhere.
Yeah.
Pilot may not use a copper wire monopole antenna for the VTX, such as ones that come with the Happy Model Diamond or the Crazy Bee Light. Dipoles or circular polarized antennas are recommended. Analog and HD0 video systems only. In some cases, Raid Director may allow walk snail. Gates should be 28 inch or 35 inch in diameter. Official underground Whoop League spec is 30.
Hey Matt, I'm gonna take off, but you're welcome to continue this.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good night. I'll see you next week.
All right. Take it easy, Dan. Have a good night.
I'll message you tomorrow about some stuff, Matt, because I got a few things lined up.
They do have some recommended LED harnesses. Must have 4 LEDs. LEDs must be visible from all angles, regardless of Whoop's orientation. At least 2 LEDs must be pointed in the opposite direction of each other. Typically placed on the outside of the ducts or between the ducts. May use more than 4 LEDs, and you can use the Cobb LED strips. If you use the Cobb LED strips, they said 2 sections. 3 inch. It says Cobb sections shorter than 3 inches are treated as 1 LED. When using Cobb strips 3 inches or more, only 2 sets are required, but they must be placed on the outside of the frame in opposite directions of each other. Must be centered between the ducts and touch all 4 ducts. Yeah, up top here, so he's got him in between the ducts here. Installation instructions. The approved motor list. They've got these new Ultra Whoop light motors that are supposed to be coming out here in the next week or so. Actually, this week I believe they're going to be released. You got the tiny, and basically they're 802 1900 kV, and there's a couple of companies that make them. They do have one Happy model that's not quite approved yet. All right. The approved frames are the Beta FPV Meteor 75, which I showed you I have. The Newbie Drone Cockroach 75, Happy Model Mobula 7, V2, V3, V4, and the Fractal 75 with fully enclosed and intact ducts. So I've actually have the Beta 75 and the Fractal. So let's see here. Propsoft just shared a little video of them flying some underground Whoop League.
TW Lab 20.22. Flying Sharks Lab 24.92. FPV gas lap 16.62. 60 seconds remaining. Unlimited lap 18.63.
So it's like an indoor putt-putt course or something that they're having that at?
Flying Sharks lap. FPV gas lap 20.12.
Man, your slow prop's off.
Unlimited lap
I'm sharing it.
19.84. T-dub lap 20.22. Flying Sharks lap 24.92. FPV gas lap 16.62. 60 seconds remaining. Unlimited lap 18.63. T-dub lap 21.64. Flying Sharks lap.
Anyway, so that's a little bit of the Underground Whoop League. Probably looks cooler at some places, some setups where they've got the LED gates and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to get at least one. So if there's an Underground Whoop League race, I can go race it. I've got another one that Dan built me, the Renegade Racer that I've been using for normal races, but I think I might need to replace some motors in that because one of them's getting a little needs a little throttle to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So it's got a little restriction to it. It's been banged up. I've had the thing for 3 years. So anyway, all right, guys. See you guys next week. Any luck, I'll have a tiny whoop built and be flying it around. Maybe. I've got some indoor gates and a timing system and stuff. But anyhow, all right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. See you next.